What do we got here, Al?
We have pupusas revueltas. It's pork rind and cheese, the best of the best. Also, not to mention, an horchata. This one looks good. This one's dark.
Myself and Al were actually part Saudi, so this is big for us. You know, we're having some pupusas and some horchata here in the motherland, and the horchata is actually, it's kind of like a milkshake. They make it with some cinnamon flavor, as well as some type of rice milk.
The real Saudi way is using your hands, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my hands before I get yelled at.
Here we got some salsa. It's pretty mild, it's not hot. So for anybody who's not a hot sauce lover, you don't have to worry about that.
So we got curtido here. It's like pickled cabbage, carrots, other spices, I guess.
What you think, Al? Delicious.
Delicious.
It's better than Boston?
Well, we're in the motherland, so this is the home of pupusa, so I'm gonna say yes, of course.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, out in Boston, Massachusetts, where actually me and Al are from, born and raised, there's a massive population of El Salvadorians. There's a neighborhood by the name of East Boston, also Chelsea. They have tons of El Salvadorian restaurants that sell pupusas. They're delicious over there, but they're even more delicious out here in the motherland. So if you haven't tried it, I highly recommend you do so.
John, this pupusa is interesting because I actually never had one like this. Maybe I'm just not real Salvadorian, but it has, I notice it has frijol, cheese, and the pork rinds, which I've never had that. Like, I don't think I have, you know, that three-piece combination. So I can definitely taste the frijol, the pork, and the cheese, which makes it's making this probably one of the best pupusas I've ever had. Thank you very much.
You're bouncing around San Salvador with John the Tourist and longtime friend Alex Sanchez. We out here. Alright, everybody, as you bounce around these streets of San Salvador with John the Tourist and his co-pilot Alex Sanchez, just want to talk about the prices out here. And you know, a couple days ago, John the Tourist found himself in Costa Rica, and man, it was pretty pricey out there. It was pricey out there. You know, anywhere I went, bars, restaurants, you were putting down a pretty penny. I'm just gonna say that. But out here in El Salvador, different story. Whether you're doing shopping, whether you're dining, or even just renting a car, as my co-pilot Alex Sanchez did.
So yeah, as standing in this road, we were all these American establizations. Prices out here have been awesome. You get that first world luxury feeling at third world prices, and I think that's what everyone looks for.
Nice shot of the Google building right there. I believe it opened up, if not last year, maybe the year before that. For those of you who don't know, El Salvador is quickly becoming a place to visit for many tourists around the world. A lot of people are calling this country their travel destination.
Hey John, I want to add something that I just experienced right now. These probably are the best, most civilized motorcyclists in Latin America. Like they have respect for the pedestrian. You know, they're just not wild. I mean, I'm amazed because like you go to any other country and motorcyclists, they don't care. They'll just try to run you over. Over here they stop and actually let you cross. Like, I haven't seen that, and that's interesting.
All right, everybody, so we actually find ourselves in a shopping mall. It's called the Presidente Plaza, located in the Zona Rosa neighborhood of San Salvador. And it might not look like much right now, but I'm sure in about another 6 months, maybe a year, there's gonna be more stores that are filled in here. There's gonna be more foot traffic.
It's definitely very, very new. As you can tell, like, you know, you got the exposed ceiling with the cable wires. You got the wiring still coiled up in the air. You got the not even the stores are open, but like you can tell it's fresh paint. Everything's hard ceiling. Everything's new.
Like I said, might not look like much, but hey, if you find yourself here in this mall at some point down the road, or if you're on someone else's YouTube channel, don't forget where you saw this mall first. You saw it right here on the John the Tourist channel.
And not to mention, you have it, it's built right under the Google building, as you can see. As you can see it through the glass. There it is. There it is. So I've decided I'm gonna get a quick 45-minute massage at this wonderful spa here, natural spa. I'm having some back issues, and just wanted to let you know that. If you want to take a walk and see what you got to see, do your content, I'll be right here. 45 minutes. Is that cool with you?
It has to be cool with John the Tourist. And for anybody, as Al said it, if you're dealing with back pain, if you're dealing with knee pain, any kind of pain, come and check out the, the natural spa of San Salvador, located right here in the Zona Rosa neighborhood, only about a block away from the Square of Italy.
And to add in $20, $20 whole, just to get your back straightened out.
You can't beat that if you try. As my co-pilot Alex Sanchez gets his back massage, or so he says, might be some other kind of massage, but that's neither here or there. John the Tourist is gonna keep on bouncing around the streets of San Salvador. And as I come up to this hilltop, I'm a little out of breath, so please excuse me. Right across the street is the Museum of Art. And John the Tourist, he's not a museum guy, but for anybody out there, if you're into art and if you're into museums, come check out the Museum of Art here in San Salvador, located just steps away from there. You see it, the Google building. And as I walk up this street right here in Zona Rosa, I'm kind of getting Hollywood, Beverly Hills vibes. Wow, I almost feel like I'm not even in El Salvador. Alright everybody, so my co-pilot Alex Sanchez is back from his much needed back massage, and as you see, it is adult beverage time, and we find ourselves in a restaurant by the name of La Ola. Excuse me.
Wave.
La Ola, the wave. La Lola. Thank you for that, co-pilot Sanchez.
I'm always here for you, John boy.
And yeah, great spot for a margarita, whiskey sour. If you want some seafood, if you're looking for some typical dishes here of El Salvadorian food, good place to drop into. How you feeling, man?
Like $1 million. Like, I don't know, I feel so relaxed. I feel the rain coming up on us. It's like you get that cool feeling that in the air that rain is about to come in, and yeah, we out here.
Here in San Salvador, when that rain rolls in fast, hard, and heavy. And
but it cools down like the whole valley. It's like, it's just great. I'm a big rain guy, and you know, Medellin is one of my favorite cities to be in when it's downpour season. And I gotta say, Salvador is the same thing. Same thing.
Yeah, so it's a little after 3:30 here, and yeah, we've been on the hunt trying to find a bar, but thankfully we came across La Ola. So if anybody who's looking to bar hop or just to do some day drinking, San Salvador might not really be the city for that, but that's just from what we have seen. obviously we got a whole lot more to cover, but as far as
this is just like the tourist zone, or where the people come that, you know, want that more of a commercial American feel. But I'm sure that you go into any of these colonias, those bars are are in full swing actions. You know, I've been recommended some bars in clubs in the colonias, so that are just open till from 9 in the morning till the next day 9. It never close.
yeah, so don't worry, you can get your drink on for you fellow drinkers out there. So right now we're on our way to the Centro Histórico. The Centro Histórico is roughly a 30-minute drive from Zona Rosa. In the Centro Histórico, you'll find all the old style buildings. You'll find the National Library of El Salvador. You'll find shops, you'll find bars, you'll find dining options. So cool place to check out. So from what I have seen online, it looks very interesting, but we're gonna find out shortly just what it's like in person, and you will as well, whomever you are watching this. Boston ice cream shop
And Mr. Donut.
and yeah, Mr. Donut, we've been seeing a lot of that out here. I would say Mr. Donut is like the Dunkin' Donuts of El Salvador. So we're going through Barrio Dólares, if the Maps application is saying that correctly. Al, how you feeling, man?
I feel good. I feel safe, regardless of the circumstances that look out here, you know. But you could give them a clear visual. I feel at home. Yes. My pupusa ass eating feels at home.
Well, you know, we've been here for the past couple days. We've been seeing a lot of the country. We spent a night out there in San Vicente. That's actually where I have family from, where Alex has family from. And we didn't even know that until recently. We've known each other all these years, and we didn't even know that. So that's pretty cool, man. It just goes to show you how much of a small world it is. And we're lost.
We are lost, but look, this is beautiful. This is what we do. This is what it is. Know what I mean?
So as we ride through these streets here in San Salvador, you definitely can more than sense that we are no longer in the tourist zone. But this is what it's all about. You know, you can't stay pinned to the tourist zone. Although, don't get me wrong, we all love the tourist zone, right? We all love the restaurants.
Once you see
the sights, right?
Once you see pupusas for 50 cents, you know you're not in the tourist zone, my friend.
Yeah. Wherever you find yourself, branch out. Don't just stay, whether you're at a hotel, resort, and like we said, the tourist zone, don't just stay there. You gotta branch out. Don't be scared to do it. Because look at John the Tourist got the camera out. Co-pilot Alex Sanchez, don't know where the hell he's going.
Don't even care at this point.
But hey, we're making it happen. Got the window rolled down. So for anybody who's feeling any kind of way, don't. As long as you're not bringing any attention to yourself, as long as you're not dressing fancy, no jewelry, if you're driving around in some expensive ass car, I wouldn't recommend you do that in a place like this. Speaking for the barrio we're going through, you know, it's all about moving right. You want to move right, and if you do that, you'll have
be alright.
Yeah, you'll have a.
You want to move right, you'll be alright.
Yes, you'll be just fine. So, and that's words from yours truly, John the Tourist.
this thick brock.
Continue straight. In 400 meters, turn left onto Fort Calle Oriente.
Lost in San Salvador, and nonetheless lost in translation. Wouldn't have it any other way. So that's the library I presume.
All right, co-pilot, where do we find ourselves as we bounce around the city of San Salvador?
I believe this is where Bukele makes his famous speeches from that balcony right there. You see El Palacio Nacional. I'm sure you could find one of his outstanding speeches on YouTube. But yeah, this is where we're at. We got the famous library. That library was built and funded by the Chinese. I don't know too much on it, but I know that it's interesting because, you know, it's a state-of-the-art library. I'm sure that we can walk in there at our leisure. And there's a game room with all the latest and greatest entertainment systems for children, whether it's PS5, Xbox, whatever it is, whatever they play these days, they have it there. And the only thing is, there's a stipulation. The stipulation is they are to read a book 1 hour per day, and then they can play 1 hour per day. But if they read 2 hours, they can play 2 hours. So it's kind of a cool thing. It's kind of a cool system to educate children. I think it's great. It's a great idea.
You did your research.
I did. I did.
Impressive. Very impressive. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the plaza. To be exact, we're in the plaza of Geraldo Barrios. There's a statue right there. Don't know much about him, but for anybody who's into history, you can look him up and see what he's all about. Straight ahead, we got a church. We have yet to check that out, but we will. We will, as we just take everything in here in the plaza and just let everything marinate. Alex actually pointed something out. He said that, you know, everybody just looks so happy. Everybody just looks so happy and just full of joy. And, you know, it's no secret. Back in the day, it was a very crime-ridden country. We won't get into details. I'm sure it's well documented. But, you know, as you just look around, you can see the happiness. You can see how everybody's relaxed. Nobody's looking over their shoulder. Nobody feels like they need to hang on tight to their bags, their purses, their personal belongings. You know, you got everybody out here. You got families, you got tourists, like John the tourist, and his boy here.
Just to see like the kids like laughing and like playing and running around, and like, you know, dads being dads, moms being moms. It looks great. It looks great on the country, in the city itself. You know,
whether it's the library, whether it's all the towers out there in Zona Rosa, not only the city of San Salvador, but the country of El Salvador is shaping up to be a beautiful place where I'm sure tourists from all over, all around the world will call this place their travel destination.
Somebody on the street. What do you
So it looks to be like a market. I'm sure they sell a mix of clothing, maybe some food products.
I'm not sure. But it's really not, so you got like just everything audio you, okay? Thank you.
What a beauty this church is. I can only imagine how many years old it is. It's probably been here for decades upon decades. And as you can see, it's busy out here. This is about a block away from the main plaza that we were at. There's a lot of police presence. There's I mean, heavy police presence, whether they're on foot or whether they're, you know, approaching, like in this truck right here. You know, they're all over the place. So
yeah, they're on foot walking everywhere. You see police everywhere, and they're like not friendly either. They're really stern. Like they don't no hello, no smile, no nothing. Like, you know, it's very serious, the situation with them.
Yeah.
Here. But I think it's for the better.
Yeah, for sure.
I would say it's for the better.
They're focused. So for anybody who wants to come out here and act a fool, I think you should save it.
So not to interrupt you, John, tourist. I just learned this on my stay here, but I guess the average citizen here in El Salvador doesn't have rights.
Wow.
They don't have any type of rights whatsoever. That's what's making it so controversial, you know. But that's a story for a different day, you know.
Yes, sir.
That's something I can't speak about because I don't know too much about. But I will say that I did learn that I guess your average citizen, as you pan around these people, nobody here has rights. So if they want to lock you up and throw away the key, that's just, you're gonna have to swallow that.
Well, you heard it there. Co-pilot Alex Sanchez. So if they're not playing nice with the people who call this place home, well, you better make sure that you behave if you're here as a tourist or a visitor, because they damn sure won't play nice with you.
Everybody seems just so calm and like, you know, like they, oh yeah, like the people selling stuff, like they feel like they can sell things in peace. They're not gonna be extorted. They're not gonna be robbed. You know, everybody's just has like this different glow, you know. And this is my first time back, and you know, I haven't been here since I was 3 years old, so I don't know what it was like in the past years, but you can definitely see the glow in people's faces as you walk by them, and just see how calm people are.
Yeah, and even as we're out here recording, you know, everybody, they're just carrying on with their day. You know, nobody's stopping, giving us mean stares or anything like that. As Al just said, everybody's just happy, and everybody just wants to get their workday done and go.
Nice Burger King.
Go
right
home
here
for dinner. We got the Burger King down the street. So yeah.
And besides police, you got the security here too. The security team. just out here making sure, helping, assisting the police. You know, making sure everybody's, you know, doing the right thing. And man, it's impressive to see that. You know, I never thought, you know, this is my dad's country, and I never thought that I would see something like this go down in this country. Because you know, growing up, you always heard the rumors with the gang members and the violence and the war that happened in between the 80s and the 90s. So it's definitely turning. It's good to see that it's turning itself upside down for the better.
Y si ustedes son observadores ya habrán notado que en la parte superior hay un total de 14 medallones, cada uno con los nombres de los departamentos de nuestro país. Y si ustedes van a la mirada siempre en los medallones, van a ver una estructura de madera llamada pilastra. Esta tiene grabada una letra S. Esto se debe a que nuestro país era llamado República Salvador o República Salvadoreña.
Alright, so we ended up falling into a group tour.
Like Beavis and Butthead do America, and they hop on the tour bus and they just slide right into the tour.
Looks like the tour is starting to wrap up, and it's just, this whole building is just beautiful. That's all I gotta say. Al?
Amazing experience. You know, as I was telling you, John, when I seen Nayib Bukele's speech a few months ago on YouTube, sitting on my couch, you know, it's kind of like, wow, like I'm really here where he spoke, and he made like those outstanding speeches, that those epic speeches, I should say, you know, that he makes, and like the whole country just goes crazy over. But overall, this has been a great experience.
So as we walk through the streets here, of the centro. One moment, please. One moment. Bear with us. So as we walk through the streets here of the centro, San Salvador, Alex may mention something. He said that this kind of resembles Puerto Rico in a way, right?
Definitely old San Juan vibes.
Spot up there, we might check it out.
Might. Keyword. Yeah, I think that's it. That's the end of the road.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're here with John the Tourist and co-pilot Alex Sanchez. As the day comes to a close, well, it's not over yet, but as it comes to a close, I just want to say, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I've been trying to build this channel into something big and into something beautiful, but I need your help. Yes, your help to do that, because John the Tourist cannot do it alone. We're gonna actually keep it rolling. I'm gonna let my co-pilot, Alex Sanchez, take over the camera. Keep it rolling.
I got small hands, so make sure it doesn't get snatched.
Yeah. And we're gonna stroll the streets. You, John the Tourist, we're gonna stroll these streets here. And as we look for some grub, because as I always say, a man gotta eat. And also, we're gonna look for some adult beverages too. I'm getting a great overall feeling, I must say. You know, I just throughout these past couple of days, but especially today, I'm just having like a wave of just, I don't know. I don't mean to sound cheesy, but just a wave of just good feelings just hitting me. It feels so surreal. You know, it feels so surreal just being out here. It feels like a dream. And I know a lot of people might say things like that, so cliche, but that's what it feels like. It feels like a dream. This has been long overdue.
Now we're gonna check out this spot. It's called Pipi Risanayas. I don't know.
It's time to fuel up because we've been all over this city and we're starting to run on empty, and it's nacho time. It's good, very good. Ready to grub out?
Ready.
All right, everybody. John the Tourist is back here at the Airbnb after bouncing all over the streets of San Salvador. What a day it was. I enjoyed myself immensely getting to know the city, and I hope you enjoyed getting to know the city as well. Co-pilot Sanchez decided to venture off into the night. Where he's going, I have no idea. That's his business. But as far as for what John the Tourist is doing, he needs to relax, he needs to rest, and he needs to recharge and see what the next travel destination and the next travel adventure, where it's gonna be. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.